Hi all, hope all good. So today in this video we are going to learn about DevOps Road Map. Okay, so if you see right, I have explained in the last video what is DevOps, and I defined DevOps is a way of working together with developer team and operations team. Okay, and we are going to drive the show from the development to the release. Okay, so this is how we try to understand the definition of DevOps. Okay, that very good. So now what is our next step? So if you see right, we are going to start learning about DevOps. Then where to start, what is the starting point, and where to learn, okay, and how to practice, okay, what are the source, and what is, as I said, there are many number of tools or n number of tools in the market. How we are going to deal with or tackle with the tools, what is the preference and what is the precedence among all the tools. So there are n number of questions maybe floating in your mind and you are a bit confused where to start. Okay, just don't worry, I'm there to help you and guide, okay, from the from starting. Okay, so as you see my screen, right, so I just started you know with the Linux. So this is very fundamental to any software engineer, irrespective of the technology he's working. He's a Java developer, he's an operational or support guy, he's an cloud guy or whatever, or SAP or whatever, irrelevant of the technology. So he need to know about Linux, because as you know, I'm using Windows laptop now, but most probably the application 80 to 60 to 80% of the application will be deployed on Linux or servers or RHEL machines. So in that case, if you want to connect, and after connecting that server machines, you will not have graphical interface. Okay, so you need to move from one directory to another directory, or one file to how to open a file, how to add the content to that file, how to play with the file, how to save the file. So everything is very important, you know so that's why that everything will be doing with commands. Okay, there is no something called notepad or that, nothing in that Linux servers. Okay, so that's the reason I'm saying Linux is the prerequisite or the starting step to the DevOps career. Okay, so first that we will be covering, okay, as I have given as first priority. Then we are going to understand about Git. So Git is a version control system, so where you'll go through commands, how to basically will code store the code. So this is basically helpful for the developer team, so how they are going to write the code, and what are the versions, how many times they pushed, who changed the code, everything will be we'll be seeing with Git. Okay, so GitHub. And then we are going to talk about Jenkins. It's a continuous integration server, so it's like an automation, so which integrates the source code, and it also deploys on the target. Okay, so it's like an mediator between all these things. So that's very interesting, we'll see. And then we'll go for Docker. So Docker is an it's a containerized tool where it will bundles app code and all the libraries together. Okay, then so we have orchestrator, nothing but Kubernetes. So Kubernetes is one of the important nowadays. Everywhere you go, there is, you'll be hearing Kubernetes containers, everything. So applications, it's like orchestrator, so it will handles the containers or pods. Okay, so I'm just giving high level, don't just confuse with my terminologies or whatever I'm using. Okay, I'll make through, or I'll understand the terms which I'm using right now. At the end of the session of each and every topic, you will be very much clear on the terms which I'm using. Okay, just don't bother, we'll see once we are in the tool. Okay, next we are going to see Ansible and Terraform. It's an infrastructure as a code tools. Okay, so we'll be using this and provisioning the resources. And there are many other tools, okay, which I have not covered here, but by the by we will be seeing over the when we are learning each and everything. So for example, I'm going to talk on Java based application, right? So in order to deploy an Java application, so we need to have an knowledge on Maven build tool, okay, or Gradle. So we'll be covering it. I have not listed here, but anyways we'll be covering. Okay. And if you're going to deploy Python application, then you need to have idea of creating virtual environment, because so it's like, okay, so everything we are going to see in clear in my short videos. I'll try to make short videos and sweet, so that it will not be lengthy, and it's like, straightforward. So in my next video I'll come with in Linux, okay, and I'll cover all these things in DevOps series. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.